Hey everybody, I hope you are having a lovely day today. So this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to sort of branch out a little bit, not probably on a regular basis, but maybe every now and then into some sort of EDC gear. I'm not an expert, enthusiast or collector by any means, but I do have an appreciation for tools that are made from good materials, last and work well for what I want to use them for. So as I said, I'm not a collector. I tend to buy the things that I actually need and are going to use. And that helps my wallet a lot because a lot of these things tend to run a little bit expensive. There are a lot of brilliant independent makers out there who are making such great things out of like titanium, and I have picked up a couple of things that I can afford. There are some other things that are much more expensive that I can't afford, but I'm very happy with what I have. I grew up in the countryside. I was never a very girly girl. I spent a lot of my time in the woods and up the fields with my friends, building camps. And these kind of tools were essential. My father gave me my first Swiss Army knife when I was very young, taught me how to use it properly, sensibly and responsibly. So that kind of started my whole I guess interest with EDC tools, I guess, but it wasn't called that back then. So recently I went to go stay at the family home, took the cat with me. She very much enjoyed having more servants rather than just me, but it was the first time I actually stayed away from home since COVID. So I sort of thought like, ooh, what school toys am I going to take? What fidgets am I going to take? I've got to pack them. So I thought, after I came back, I thought I've got to make a video about like pouches and things, and what I took with me, I guess. Maybe to give some ideas, or just to show off some makers in the EDC world. So I've shown this pouch before, so I took this as this is my EDC pouch, I guess. It hasn't changed much. I've had this quite a while now. So this is a Garage Built Gear pouch. Now, I think it took me a year to get this on a drop. They just sold out so quickly, and not being in my time zone as well, they usually dropped in the middle of the night. Now I did have a chance to buy a normal black one with a white logo once. I think I was on shift, and I didn't have the money for it. I couldn't afford it, so because it wasn't, I think they were around about £30, but I can't remember how much the shipping was. I just really couldn't afford it, and I was so bummed. I had to miss that one, but I think randomly in the middle of the day, which was a very unusual drop time for Garage Built Gear, they dropped these ones with the red label. So I got one. I had the money at that time, and it just popped up on my emails, so I subscribed for email notifications when a drop's going to happen. It was worth it because I managed to get this. They are very, very popular. I think they're easier to get now because I think the hype has just sort of steadied out a little bit, sort of died down a little bit. They're still very popular, but easier to get now, I think. So very well made. Cordura with a Velcro front. So I think this is the Mighty Pouch Plus. I think that's what it's called. So you've got a pocket in the front. So I just have like a small magnifier kind of card thing. This kind of thing is more like something I'm going to give to someone else who's maybe their eyesight isn't as good. Maybe to read something. It's sorry, I'm losing my voice. My apologies, I had to cough. Hay fever's still bothering me at the moment. I'm used to sort of being that person who has all the tools or things, little knickknacks or whatever that other people need to use. So I kind of carry this more for like someone else. But these are really cheap. I think I got it on Amazon. And then a little booklet. So I think I haven't really, it's a little notebook basically. I haven't really written a lot in it, but it does have my, I've shown this before, it does have my Mock Groove set up notes in here. I also do have phone numbers, so family members and things like that in the front as well, because just in an emergency, if I don't have my phone on me, I don't remember everybody's mobile number. I think the only one I know off the top of my head is my mum's. But yeah, I always have that. Slips in there very well, doesn't come out. It's a decent little pocket at the front. So I've got some pouches on the front. I'll quickly just name the makers. So these two here, these are from Castle Grayscale. I won this one on a competition giveaway on their Facebook group, but I bought this one in secondary before the prices shot up. Now this is obviously a Hylian shield from Zelda. This was by a UK maker. Oh crikey, what were they called? I'm going to have to look it up. My apologies. I probably won't be able to give the names for all the makers listed here, but you know, some don't sell anymore, things like that. But this maker deserves a shout out. They're a UK maker, Pack Config. I'm not sure if he's making patches anymore. But he did a whole Zelda run, which was awesome. I think he did some Star Wars things and some Lord of the Rings ones, which I missed out on. The Lord of the Rings patches were beautiful. They were embroidered. I did miss out on those, which is a shame. But anyway, so we've got one here. This was by a Canadian maker on Etsy. Obviously, it's Mario one. They're not available anymore. The two Metroid ones, I'm a big Metroid fan. They are by Man Cave EDC on Etsy. I believe they're still available. And then these two little chameleons here are from patchlab.de, and this little Daruma patch is from Brotac Gear. So yeah, brief run over the patches. If you like patches, that's a whole other rabbit hole. So I've got Glow Bead on here. So it's by Rovivon. And we've got a pocket in the back. I can't actually remember what's in here. Oh, okay. So, alcohol prep pads, just for electronics, whatever. They're very easy to just pop in the pouch. I guess for first aid as well, but I don't really have much use for that. Plectrums for my mandolin. I have them scored away everywhere. And then this is a gear marker by 52 Graves. I don't use it as that, I just kind of use it as something nice to hold. It glows as well. These are very popular. I think they're called Death Cookies or something like that. Cookies. Yeah, I just eventually got one alongside some other things from them. So yeah, they fit nicely in the back in this little zip pouch. Okay, let's put those in there. There we go. So obviously the more you pack these, the thicker they get, but this one I've managed to keep not too thick. I think this is the limit it's going to get. So let's have a look inside. So I have a little Mech Army, I think it's Mech Army, yeah, a little compass thing. It's only a button compass, nothing special, but I like compasses. I just do, I always have, and what I've done is I've attached it here onto the end of the zipper pull with a little bit of paracord so that it just sits in the middle. So on the left hand side I've got a Night Eyes, no, not a Night Eyes, Night Core Tiki, and this is a great little torch. So it's rechargeable. Unfortunately, it's I think it's micro USB, so it's not USB-C. Yeah, which is a bit annoying, but I think these have been out for quite a long time. It's also a little UV torch as well, and the body glows, so it's relatively inexpensive. I think it's around about £20 or something like that. Great little torch. Yeah, handy. Now this is from Olight, I believe, so this is like a screwdriver. These are also quite affordable, and very, very handy. I like the fact that it's quite small, quite slimline. You can also use it that way as well. So you only get 4 bits in there, and most of the time you have to sort of empty all of them out to get the one you want. But you know, it's only a little compact little tool, and obviously it has got the hex drivers there as well, which is kind of useful for my fidgets. So very handy. Now, this is the only knife tool I've got in here. If I'm at home, I will tend to put my Bestech Twisted Assisted Tulip in here, but when I go out, our knife laws in the UK aren't great, and they're very much open to interpretation, and it's just not worth it for me. I don't really need to take a knife out if I'm going out in the town and things like that, so this is, I take a multi-tool, but something small. So this was so hard to get here in the UK. I don't know if they're still difficult to get, but the Leatherman squirt basically. So I have a Wave Plus, but obviously I don't take that out with me. I also have a Gerber tool similar to this that is issued by my place of work, but obviously that only goes to work with me. But I love the squirt. I have the Gerber, there's a mini one that's like this as well, Dime, that's what it's called. Now the quality of the Dime is absolutely atrocious compared to the squirt. I have the Dime, I think it's in my work bag, but it's absolutely terrible. The scissors are awful, they don't even cut in a straight line. Just the quality difference between them is like night and day, so I don't recommend the Dime. If you can get the Leatherman Squirt PS4, then I highly recommend it. It's got the little mini pliers, which are actually very useful. You've got some scissors, they're not great, they're not like Victorinox scissors, but they'll do in a pinch. There you go, you got your kind of screwdriver, bottle opener, another screwdriver. I'm not going to go through every single feature, but into that depth. A little knife, you've got a file. So it's great, I've used it a lot. It's a lovely little tool. It's kind of neck and neck, I think, in terms of mini multi-tools that I have with the Victorinox Mini Champ, which is in my bag. It's in my sling bag, I think. I love the Mini Champ. I really do love it so much. I've had it a lot longer than I've had this, but this with the pliers is just really, really helpful. In fact, I was using my mum's sewing machine when I was at the family home, and it got jammed, and I ended up actually using a lot of things out of my pouch. I ended up using the pliers, the torch, and some tweezers to fix it. So yeah, worth it. So this is one of my most recent acquisitions. This is the Griffin pocket tool. This is titanium, and I have to say, I was umming and ahhing over the titanium or the stainless steel. I'm so glad I went with the titanium. I had to import it to get metric, measurements on it, because you can get metric or imperial. Obviously this has both, but yeah, kind of weird. In the UK obviously we use metric, but I couldn't get a metric one in the UK. How crazy is that? Like, there are a couple of importers here, but yeah, I had to buy one from their website. So pry bars are really useful for multiple things. I do have quite a few squirreled around a lot in different bags in my workshop. The nail pull split there is something that I always look out for with a pry bar, because it's just much more useful to me. You've also got a kind of sharper edge here, so I can't remember. I think, let's have a look. I've still got the packaging here because this is still quite new. So a scoring tool, different size wrenches and drivers. It's also a pocket clip, although I wouldn't use it for that. Screwdriver on the ends. It's just, yeah, different wrench sizes, whatever. Bottle opener. It's excellent. Very nice and lightweight. It just fits in this pouch. Highly recommend those tools. I've wanted one of these for over a year and I finally got one. So yeah. So I've just got some hand wipes just stashed in the back, just in case they're needed, especially in this post-COVID world we live in. So I've got some little tweezers here. So these are the, what are they called? Uncle Bill's Sliver Gripper. Handy, quite sharp, like they're quite pointy. Just neat little things and a nice little package. I don't think these are very expensive. You can get these here, I think, in the UK on Amazon. This is also another recent acquisition. So I had to import this as well from County Com because they just sell out everywhere. So there's an importer here and there's also an importer in Europe who are selling these. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what these are called. I'll have to put it in the description. But it's a magnifier. A very decent one as well. It's made out of titanium. And it is just fantastic. I love it. So it comes with two different cases. One of them's like a bright orange, but this is glow. And then you've got a glow ring on here as well. You get a spare glow ring. It's got sapphire glass. So it is just absolutely amazing. I showed my friend as well, and like she went out and bought one straight away because I've been wanting a magnifier. There was a different magnifier made by Tech EDC, I think. It was over £100. This only cost me something like £50, I think, or less, £40–50. Of course I had to import it. But yeah, just it is absolutely beautiful. I do use a magnifier a lot for work, and I've got a work issued one, but this, you know, I do appreciate having a decent magnifier. Absolutely love it. The only issue I had with it is mine had a sharp bit of titanium sticking out from the bore, and I almost cut myself on it. Actually, it was really nasty, but I just got my Dremel tool and just got rid of it and sort of, you know, made sure it was all nice and soft. Just a bit of a quality control issue, I think, there, but yeah, absolutely love this. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I have to get that. Absolutely perfect. And I've got a little No Face Keonashi bead on there, with some glow cord, because why not? So, and yeah, that case is quite nice and thick, keeps it nice and safe. Absolutely brilliant. Really love it. And then we go into sort of pens and things. So these little mini Sharpies are fantastic. I've got quite a few of those in different bags. I've got an Olight O-Pen Mini, I think that's what it's called. So it's a little bolt action pen. These are fantastic. I've got a couple of these in different again in different bags. Now this is a zebra mechanical pencil. So I do a lot of drawing, I'm an artist, so I always appreciate having a mechanical pencil. I do most of my drawings with different sizes of mechanical pencils, but just in case I ever get the inspiration to do some sketching or something, which, to be honest, I haven't so far, I can always do some sketches in that little book. And then just some bog standard titanium tweezers, which are just everywhere. You can find them everywhere, so these are very useful as well. So that's my EDC pouch. What I think I'll do is I will probably separate my skill toy pouch into a different video, because otherwise I think this is going to get far too long. But if you have any suggestions for any, I guess, affordable, maybe up to $100, £100 or something, EDC tools, yeah, let me know. Do you have any of these? Do you use them? What do you think of them? Do you have anything better to suggest that maybe could improve on some of these tools but still fit in my pouch? So yeah, I'd be interested in finding out. So all of these things I use, and basically it's quite nice to have something that you can just put in a different bag, you know, because sometimes I'll go out with my sling bag, sometimes I'll go out with my rucksack, depending on what I'm doing for the day. So just having a pouch, and I think that's the whole point of these, just having a pouch that has everything ready, means that you can just move it to a different bag or whatever. You don't really have to take everything out, put it in a, you know, move it, well, everything separately out and move it from bag to bag, if you get what I mean. You can just take the pouch. Even when I go and work in the workshop, I'll take this down with me, because I've got some tools out there, but some tools are in the garage and things like that. But if I just need something for a small job, usually what I've got in here will do. So it's a really great idea. Like I said, I just buy what I use and what I need, so I'm not a big collector on that part. I do have a lot of knives, but obviously they don't tend to go outside of the house, just simply because of our knife laws here. It's just not worth it. So okay, let me know what you think. I have other pouches as well, but I have to say, ever since I got this Garage Built Gear pouch, I love it. The Alpaca Hub pouch is also excellent, more affordable, more available. I tend to use that as another skill toy pouch, but yeah, let me know what you think. If you've got any suggestions, I'm always happy to hear from you. So thank you very much, have a lovely day, and next part will be the skill toy pouch.